Hi, everybody. You are listening to Parashas Noach. Noah, he who was righteous. How do you say righteous in Hebrew? Tzaddik. This is all about Noah the Tzaddik. So welcome, and let's take a journey into the world of Noah, he who was righteous in the eyes of God. What makes a person righteous? What makes God love us? What makes God smile when he thinks of us? Noah is the guy that when God said his name, God smiled and said, Noah, you are pleasing when I look at you. Noah found grace in the eyes of God. Why? Because Noah is a tzaddik. What is a tzaddik? Why? What is this word righteous? Who's righteous? What does righteous mean? A way to look and understand what is righteous, look at Noah. Noah was in a very difficult generation. People were mean, evil, and just not nice. Noah was good. He did what was good for God, and he simply wanted to be a kind, decent, humble, spiritual, truthful man. That is what righteous is. But it's not easy to be righteous, is it? There were many wicked people in Noah's time. Wicked. God says to Noah, Noah, build the ark. Build a big boat. I'm going to destroy the world. Noah has to do what God says. Noah's righteous. So he starts to build the boat. He and his son Shem are building the most fantastic boat the world ever saw. And all the evil people of the time are yelling at Noah and making fun of him. What a stupid boat. What a big boat for what? It hasn't rained this much ever. You think now God's going to make it rain a lot? Why? Noah goes on and says, I only answer to God. I am not going to take the claims of the people mocking me, making fun of me, and laughing at what I do for the Lord. Noah is righteous, and he has courage and bravery and heart to do what is good in the eyes of God. Noah is righteous. Noah is righteous, and he's not wicked. And what do we see that was fantastic about Noah? He makes the boat. He honors God. He saves the world, all the animals. The world's not destroyed. And Noah has 3 sons, Ham, Shem, and Japheth. And the sons of Noah that are saving the world with Noah, and they're not wicked, like the evil men, women, and children, everybody in the time of the flood. It was a horrible place. But we who are alive today come from the righteous Noah, of men, women, and child, and animal, and sky, and grass, of those that were redeemed. We who can be righteous in the eyes of God. And Noah's message is, everybody, stay righteous. Don't become evil. Do what God likes. Do what God smiles when he thinks of you. Make God smile. And the sons of Noah did just that. Especially Noah's most righteous son, Shem. Shem went out and he offered the Torah to everybody for 400 years. Nobody took it. People were going the way of wicked again. What happened? Where's Noah the righteous? He lived his life, he died, a righteous man, and things went wrong. They wanted to build a tower that reached God, as if to say, we're better than God. Something went wrong, but something went right also. Shem taught the Torah, and he found Abraham. After 400 years, Abraham accepted the Torah of Shem, and Abraham went on to be the first of a new kind of the Bnei Noach, the sons of Noah that kept the world righteous. And God swore to Abraham and the offspring of Abraham, Abraham's kids and generations, all of those who stood on Mount Sinai to receive the final Torah from God, the Torah that everybody had studied from Adam, from Enoch, to Noah, to Shem, to Abraham, to Jethro, Moses, Joseph. Everybody that learned Torah. Until eventually Moses went on Mount Sinai and brought the Torah down in a final written version, much like what was studied before. And everybody that was included were all the Bnei Noach, offspring of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and all the sons of Noah would now learn the Torah to remain righteous, just like Noah, who saved the world from the Torah and being righteous, and he refixed all that had been cursed from the time of Adam. Does everybody remember our alphabet? Let's go ahead and say the letters. Sing along, or say along. Aleph, Bet, Vet, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Vav, Zayin, Chet, Tet, Yud, Chaf, Chaf, Lamed, Mem, Nun, Samech, Ayin, Pei, Fei, Tzadik, Kuf, Resh, Shin, Sin, Taf. Did anybody notice that one of the letters is called Tzadik? Tzadik is a letter of the alphabet. And what does Tzadik mean? Righteous. How fantastic is that? The letters in Hebrew each mean something. Does the letter A mean something in English? Not that I am aware of. What about the letter B? C? Z. Maybe in some ancient way the letters mean something in English, but in Hebrew study, in Torah study, every letter means something. So the letter Tzadik of Noah, he was righteous, he is represented by the letter Tzadik. But we don't find the letter Tzadik in Noah's name. So what do we find in Noah's name? Noah is spelled Nun Chet. Go ahead and say it along. Nun Chet. Noach. Now, what do the letters Nun and Chet mean to make up the word Noach? Can anybody think of a word that begins with a Nun? How about Nesher? Eagle. How about Nefesh? Soul. I know. Norah. Awesome. We say God is awesome. God is Norah. And the letter Chet of Noach, Chaviv, beloved. Or why were the people punished and killed in the generation of the flood? Why was Noah saved? Because people were doing Hamas. They were stealing, which is wicked. And the opposite of wicked, which is foolish, is to be smart. Smart is the word chokhmah, wisdom, which also begins with a chet, just like the word Hamas of stealing. So the righteous are wise because they don't steal, and those that are Hamas who steal are not wise. Can we think of any other characters in the Torah or our Parsha, or that we've learned so far, that begin with the letters of Noach? How about Eve? Eve in Hebrew, the wife of Adam, Chava, with a chet. Noah begins with a nun, and Abraham's brother, Nahor, begins with a nun. And lastly, Noah, as we say, was righteous. He found grace in the eyes of God. If you look carefully, the word for Noach, his name, which also means to rest. If you rearrange the letters, the chet becomes before the nun. It spells the word grace. The Torah is telling you when Noach found grace in the eyes of God, that if you spell Noach backwards, it spells grace. Can you think of another name that when you spell it backwards, it still means something? Here's a hint. He was the greatest king of Israel. David. King David. You spell David Dalid, Vav, Dalid. So if you spell Dalid backward, or the David backwards, Dalid, Vav, Dalid, it's the same. The Torah has many, many, many hints in the Hebrew. That's what makes Hebrew special. Some names you can spell backwards and mean something. The letters mean something. Names mean something. Every letter has a number. Aleph is 1. Bet is 2. Then you can have other numbers like the tzaddik we said is 90. The shin is 300. Every letter has a number. And next week maybe we'll introduce the numbers to more letters. Who are the characters in Parashas Noach? Who do we meet? We meet Noach. Noach, we said, was righteous. He's special in the eyes of God. He makes God smile. He does God's work. He saved the world. Noah was really, what's our word? Awesome. Norah. He could soar spiritually like an eagle, Nesher. Then you have other people like Noah's son Shem. Shem was a priest to God. Shem was also righteous. Can we leave out God? God is also in the Parsha. God says to Noah, Noah, build the boat. Build the boat, Noah. Build the boat. Noah says, why, God? Because you're righteous, and I'm doing away with the wicked. Enter the wicked. Who are the wicked? The generation of the flood people stole. They cheated. They killed. They were bad people. Not like those that are the sons of Noah. And Noah himself. Noah was righteous, and people were wicked. And God said to Noah, I like righteous, I don't like wicked. So what happened? God made it rain for 40 days. And 40 nights. Noah and his family and the animals entered the boat. In Hebrew, the boat is called teva, ark, or boat. And it rained, and it rained, and it rained, and the well springs opened up. Eventually, dry land came about. God took away the rain and water, and Noah founded the new world along with Ham, Japheth, and Shem. But as we said, some wicked people came back. Noah planted a vineyard. He got drunk. He thought he fixed the world, but it wasn't done. There was still work to do. The people got together after many years and were trying to trick the sons of Noah. And they built a tower, the Tower of Babel, that reached the skies of heaven. God said, no, stop it. They said, no, we're going to build. God said, oh yeah, I'm going to spread you all over the world, as if the flood wasn't enough. And God spread the people from all over the world, and the leader of the tower, Nimrod, would go and be a really wicked person. He threw a son of Noah in a fireplace. That son of Noah was Abraham. Abraham, who was a special son of Noah, he was a student of Shem. When they were making the Tower of Babylon, Shem and Abraham stood together, not with the wicked people of Babylon, of Bavel. They stood where the future temple of Israel would stand, where God would rest his spirit. Abraham and Shem stood there. Shem was now no longer called Shem. He was called Melchizedek, the king who's righteous. They stood there and they exchanged Torah and ideas. They drank wine and ate bread. They had a good time in righteousness. They were not amongst the wicked. So what happened in the story? The Parsha really goes like this. God says in the beginning, Noah, you are righteous. Walk before me in perfection. Noah says, okay, God, but it's not easy. God says, I know it's not easy. There are many wicked amongst you. Therefore I am ending all wickedness on earth. You shall build me a large boat. Noah said, but God, do you really think a boat's big enough for the whole world? God said, Noah, build the boat, bring Shem along, and as you hammer in nails and deal with the wood, Shem will actually help you build the boat and make it into a spiritual world where not only will you fit the boat and Shem and your wives and Ham and Japheth, all the animals will fit the boat. Miraculously, it'll be a big miracle what will fit in that boat. Just build the boat. Noah says, but God, that's hard. I know it's hard, says God. Trust me, Noah. You I've seen to be righteous. You I trust. You make me smile when I think of you, for you have found grace in my eyes. You are wise and not foolish. Noah says, okay, I'll make the boat. What can I do? Noah starts to make the boat, and he's fixing everything that happened. Adam came along. He was placed in the Garden of Eden. Things went rough with Adam. He also met somebody wicked, the snake. The snake tricked Adam, and Adam ate from the tree of knowledge. He had to die. Adam goes out into the world. And Adam had two sons, Cain and Abel. What happened? Cain became wicked and kills Abel. What are we going to do? Adam pleads to God, God, I don't know what to do. I made a mistake, but why now? Why did this happen? God says to Adam, Adam, return to your wife, for you are to have yet another son, Seth. Seth becomes our favorite word, righteous. Before Noah, there was a Seth. Seth understood the Torah. He understood what made God happy. Seth gave the tradition, and there was an Enoch, or in Hebrew, Chanoch. And Chanoch was so righteous, God actually took him to heaven, removed him from the world before he would ever become wicked. Before Chanoch went, he gave the tradition over to Noah. Noah gave the Torah to Shem. Shem taught everything he knew to Abraham after Noah had saved the world in the ark. The floodwaters went away. The rain stopped. Noah saved the world. Shem spread the Torah. Abraham received it. And we have the sons of Noah on earth. The sons of Noah would now keep the Torah until this day and forever. But Noah was not exactly perfect. No man is so holy that he doesn't sin. Noah doesn't sin, but what he doesn't do, he doesn't finish the job. He doesn't take us to the Garden of Eden. He plants a vineyard in vain, and now the job is given to the sons of Noah, the B'nai Noah, or another way of saying the offspring of Noah, Toldot Noach. All of Noah's offspring from that moment on would repair the world and fix the sins and curses from the wicked, from the snake, from the wicked men of Noah's generation. And every Ben Noah, whether he's Jewish, Noahide, everybody comes from Noah. Our job is to be righteous like Noah and fix the wicked people from ruining the world. That's why Noah built the boat. The boat was to have the whole world come in. Shem made the boat so that everything could fit inside. Everything to be saved. Seed and animals and kosher animals and pure animals and impure animals and the people, which were the sons of Noah and their wives. Everyone came to the boat. And they were on the boat. What happened? What happened on the boat? We know that Noah was righteous. We know that the world was saved. But we never talk about the boat. So the rabbis teach. We can say a couple of things happened on the boat. They learned the truth. When they were in the boat, they had the Torah amongst them. There were no evil souls. Everything was going great. The animals were being taken care of. And they learned the truth. So that when Shem came out of the boat, he was ready to tell the whole world about the truth. They learned charity and righteousness, tzedakah. What greater charity was there to feed the animals? To make the animals happy? To keep the world happy that was in the boat? Which is the label kindness. They learned how to be kind. When the wicked were stealing, there was no kindness. In the boat, they learned, if you want to save the world, just learn the truth, speak the truth, don't lie, don't steal, don't cheat, don't kill, be kind. And the greatest kindness was learned by Shem, the son of Noah, how to give charity, how to be righteous, the word tzedakah. Now let's go ahead and ask a couple questions. Ready? How many sons did Noah have? Anybody know? 1, 2, or 3? Answer is 3. What letters spell Noah's name? Remember? Nun and Chet. Can anybody remember what Noah's name means? Noah means to rest or to make easy. And can anyone remember what happens when you spell Noah's name backwards? It means grace. Now, which one of these is not Noah's sons? Was Ham Noah's son? Was Japheth Noah's son? Was Canaan Noah's son? If you remember, Ham and Japheth were Noah's sons. Canaan is not one of his sons. Canaan was actually a grandson. The other son was Shem. And can anybody remember who comes from Shem? One of the greatest B'nai Noach or Noahide that ever lived? Abraham. Where was the Torah given? Where was the Torah given? The Torah was given on Mount Sinai. And what was the name of Abraham's brother? Trick question. I don't know if we mentioned it. We mentioned a little bit. Who was Abraham's brother? Was it Nachor or Haran? The answer is Nachor. We said that. And also Haran, that there were three brothers, Abraham, Nachor, and Haran. Their father was Terach, and Terach was a son of Noah after many generations. Here's our challenge of the week. We mentioned a little bit. Don't you think it was pretty hard to fit everything in the ark? How were they able to put all the birds and all the animals and all the food and lions and bears and elephants and the seeds and the trees seeds and everything that the world would need? How could everything fit? And the answer is God made a miracle. That the ark was able to contain or hold even more than it was in its size. Can anybody think of another place where we see this? The Holy Temple in Israel. The temple can hold everybody. When the Noahides come from all over the world, and the Jewish people are in the land of Israel, and we come to see God in the 3 holidays, how does everybody in the world fit in a temple? And the answer is miraculously. That sometimes when God tells you how to build something, you can actually make it bigger than it really is. We'll see throughout the Torah that sometimes God teaches man how to build things that can contain more than it can fit. And the first one to do something like that was Shem, the son of Noah. Noah may have built the ark, but it was Shem who made the ark so big that it could hold the whole world. That's Parashas Noach. And what do we learn from Parashas Noach? The basic idea in Parashas Noach is be righteous. Noah was righteous. Wicked people are wicked. Noah was wise. Wicked people steal. Noah made God smile. Wicked people make God angry. Noah was righteous, and we come from Noah, and we are to make God smile. Make Noah proud and smile. Be courageous like Noah. Be brave like Noah. And don't be wicked and stealing and cheating. Don't be wicked, be righteous. And that's what is praiseworthy to God. Noah was praiseworthy to God. He found grace in the eyes of God.